and gentlemen, please put your hands together and give a warm welcome to the stage, the band.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight to come and witness our little tribute to the world famous jazz fusion band Weather Report. We really appreciate you seeing everybody come out tonight and join us for this. We got a lot of beautiful and complex and refined music to play for you. So I've had about 5 Red Bulls and no blood pressure medicine. But I'll be filling in more about the band as we go. Right now, let's just get things started. There's a little number they call Black Market. so much, everybody. That was something that Weather Report used to open up a lot of their shows with, called Black Market. This next song we're going to dedicate to all of you people. It's actually called Elegant People. And that's, if you're at this show, you obviously have elegant and refined taste. I mean, just look at us. You know, yeah. And by the way, we do have a few surprise guests coming up here a little bit later, but I'll tell you more a little bit about the band. But we're going to go ahead and launch into this this next one. Thank you so much, everybody. Guys, how about it for Rick Keller on the saxophone, by the way? This gentleman comes to us by way of the Frankie Valli Band. So if you ever seen Frankie Valli on tour, yeah, man. This guy's a rock star, man. Yeah, dude.
Palladium.
We take requests. We do. We take requests. We don't have a tip jar, but actually, it's funny you say that. That is coming up in a little while. I can't even believe we're getting weather report requests, and we know them. Oh, well, we'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
Yeah, now, for those of anybody who doesn't know, Weather Report was a very popular jazz fusion band that started between the 70s and the 80s, and the members of the band were actually quite well-known jazz artists in their own right. Saxophonist Wayne Shorter, he just passed away recently, unfortunately, but he was one of the most important jazz composers. You could say he kind of brought a sense of impressionism into jazz, and he came up through Art Blakey and Miles Davis. And then the other main guy in the band was somebody named Joe Zawinul from Vienna. He was an incredible keyboard player. He came into America, and he came up through playing with Cannonball Adderley, who's a Florida guy like me. I'm very proud of Cannonball. And then he went on with Miles Davis. So I think Wayne Shorter, Joseph Zawinul both met with Miles Davis. Miles Davis made a number of albums that were kind of important, what would you call them, artistic records. He made a few records where he kind of fused a certain jazz, rock, impressionistic, improvisatory, electronic thing. And those albums had their own thing, and out of those albums, Wayne and Joseph decided to create this super band where they wanted to kind of do their own thing and flex their own muscle. And actually, what ended up happening was the band became very popular, especially when a bass player named Jaco Pastorius joined the band. He's probably the most world famous, innovative jazz or jazz fusion electric bassist, and a gentleman named Peter Erskine. So the band ended up being two old guys with these two young guys, which is just like us, really. Although they did have percussion. Now we got a percussionist with us tonight, Sergio Adame, everybody. Actually, the main percussionist for Weather Report was a gentleman named Bobby Thomas Jr., who I had the pleasure of performing with several times in South Florida. If I do say so myself, for being from the Sunshine State. I mean, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
So there's some info for you. Having said all that, we're going to move along with the program. This, speaking of Jaco Pastorius, this is something that he himself wrote, a song called Havona.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you for that. I had nothing to do with it, but I appreciate it. Without further ado, here's Havona, everybody.
You better. We're not there.
by Camila Cabello. No, the other one. This is a little something they did called from the Mr. Gone album. Actually, they made an album called Mr. Gone, and we have another song from that album coming up. But, is that what?
Where did that name
Mr.
Mr. Gone come
Gone.
from? Mr. Gone?
Oh, if you've ever had kids, I'm just kidding. Oh, whose nickname? Oh yeah, that was Wayne Shorter's nickname. Yeah, Mr. Gone. Well, there you go. See, I learned something. I thought I was prepared. But this is a cool little ditty called "Young and Fine." So we're gonna tear into it now. guys. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. For our next number, we're actually going to slow it down a little bit. Get romantic out there for all the couples out there. Hard to believe. Should be noted that another interesting tidbit would be that Joseph Zawinul of the band Weather Report actually, when he first joined the Cannonball Adderley group, the jazz saxophonist Cannonball Adderley, they actually created a song that went on to become one of the few #1 instrumental songs on the pop Billboard charts, a song called Mercy Mercy. Yeah. Anyway, Joe Zawinul wrote that song with Cannonball. They put that song together. Ended up becoming a #1 song. And to tell you the truth, there's probably a handful of songs that have reached to the top of the #1 Billboard pop charts as an instrumental. So, and actually this group, Weather Report, would later go on to achieve that same thing with Jaco Pastorius with a song they did called Birdland, which, you know, we're going to do that for you a little bit later. I don't want to give it away, but they did have a sentimental side to them. This is a little thing they wrote called A Remark You Made, and it's actually been covered. This is an instrumental song, but it's actually been covered by Al Jarreau. I think he put lyrics to it, and that's a very beautiful version as well. Yeah, we don't have words for that ready for you today, but we're going to go ahead and just do the song for you. This is called A Remark You Made. you, everybody. Thank you so much. It's a personal favorite. Yeah, you know, we have several bass features tonight, but might as well go ahead and introduce you already. I was going to kind of save you for last, man, but I like to say that any Weather Report type of tribute band, the bass player in the band kind of has a target on his back. He's got a red light on his forehead, man, because this is the hardest role. You're literally replacing the most influential virtuosic electric bassist in the history. But very proud tonight to have somebody who fulfills that role and fills those shoes. Yeah, man, I love this guy. He's an amazing, incredible player. Please give it up for R.J. Reyes. Yeah, man. How about that, huh? Hell yeah. Little shout out to R.J. Newly married man. Just got married. How about that? Beautiful wife Sarah is out there somewhere. Congratulations, man. Yeah, dude. And actually, speaking of married, that brings us to our next guest, well, the first guest of the evening. I would like to bring up somebody who's very special to me. I think she's one of the finest entertainers and vocalists and artists in this town. I wouldn't be anything in this town without her myself personally. Just because she's the only one that would hire me. So. Yeah, man. Why don't you please help me bring to the stage, give us a warm welcome for the beautiful Ms. Rita Lib. Yay! My wife, Rita Lib. Just had a birthday, by the way. She's finally 30 years old. How do you like that?
First of all, thank you so much for coming, all of you. But since I'm going to be the one with a microphone, and I know many of you, he's going to be introducing everybody on stage, but no one's going to introduce him. So I would like to talk about our musical director and keyboard resume. Mr. Dave Siegel has 2 #1 hits on the radio in the past 20 years. 2 of them, he's the only producer, recording, composer that his resume spanned from hip hop, Whatever You Like by T.I. and Kiss Me Through the Phone, #1, that was by him. And also #9, Escape by Enrique Iglesias in 2002, if you know the tune. Celine Dion, he also has composed and produced for her. To Jessica Simpson, and he worked with everybody through the years. So please give your hand. Not my mic. Check. Okay, we're back. But thanks for your patience. It's live, you guys. How are you guys doing? You guys having a good time? We are so happy that AE Group really brought this together, and I'm just so happy that we have much more jazz culture in Las Vegas, Nevada. Don't you agree? All right, I am ready. So actually, I want Mr. You and Mr. Rick Keller tell us a story why this song is in the show. If you could be patient with us for a second. Yes.
Actually, I wanted to let you know what we're going to do with the lovely Rita Lynn here. We're going to do a song by Donna Summer called I Feel Love. That's right. This is one of the first electro jams
You gave it away.
ever in the world. Well, I want to tell them this was produced by a very innovative electronic composer and producer named Giorgio Moroder out of Italy. The thing is that, believe it or not, Joseph Zawinul of Weather Report really started the idea of taking these electronic instruments and utilizing them live. I mean, this guy had no less than 8 or 10 keyboards on stage with him, which just sounds ridiculous these days, man. But he had his own mixing board, all these keyboards, and I think he's the first one to use a sampler live. They used to have all kinds of special effects, and they had a recording of a space shuttle taking off that they would start a song with. Anyway, for him to do that live, then eventually that started seeping into the studio where they said, let's use these in the studio. Giorgio Moroder, I would say, is the guy that really capitalized on that and started the whole trend of, they say they call him the kind of the king of disco, I guess. It's more of an electronic disco. I don't know if it's organic disco, but Donna Summer was the artist that he paired up with. to get this sound started. And I just thought that was neat how in the world of keyboards, you know, you would go see a band like Weather Report doing that, but then on the radio, you'd hear something like this, you know, and what we're about to do. And by the way, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that our illustrious saxophone player, Rick Keller, who lived in Germany for 17 years, I said, he actually worked with and made several recordings with the production team that made this song. I did not even know this until today. That's true.
So, hi, thank you. So I lived in Germany for 17 years, and at one point somebody called me up and said, "Oh, we're doing something from Sergio Moroder, and would you play in the horn section?" I said, "Yeah, sure. I think I've heard of him." In any case, I found out that Donna Summer made her career start in Germany with Giorgio. So there was a production team, and the guitar player, his name is Mats Bjorklund, a Swede, had moved down to Munich. So all this stuff was happening between Frankfurt and Munich, and I was living in Munich at that time. And then there was the illustrious Harold Faltermeyer, which some of you may have heard of from Beverly Hills Cop and Top Gun movie. So he was a synthesizer. He was actually started out as a French horn player and moved into modular synthesis and started also being part of this team. So they had this amazing team that then moved to Hollywood in California and made a big dent in the film music industry as well as the pop music industry. And then they moved back, and that's when I started to meet those people and started to play with them. So that's a little bit of trivia information from the Giorgio Moroder camp and some of those
quiz
people.
later.
So,
There'll be a quiz later.
We'll pick up after the show. Thank you.
Well, since you took it this far, just one more ad. I feel like we need to honor the underrated singer, Miss Donna Summer. And if you really love and miss her, HBO launched Love to Love You baby documentary by her daughter. And it's going to start yesterday. I think it started yesterday. So if you go on HBO, Google that. I think it's going to be a great documentary. I cannot wait to see that. And remember Donna Summer together. And some of you who have heard me did this before. This is totally different. With
Can I just add one more thing?
Yeah.
I know this is we're doing a whole symposium. Now, I would really be remiss if I didn't say, at least personally and probably from the band, I'd like to dedicate the energy and the spirit of this concert to Tina Turner. I just want to thank her.
Oh, that's right. You're
This
right.
is somebody who helped invent the whole thing, whatever we all do. I would be remiss if I did not.
Well, since you're doing that already, since we took this time to pause and talk, I'm going to acknowledge a few celebrities in the house as a musician. Tony Pereira is in the house. He's a wonderful artist. Linda Woodson is in the house. Miss Mala is in the house. Toy, she is a wonderful singer who is front with Delilah is here. And many more. We're going to acknowledge more later on. So, all right, I'm ready.
Without further ado, and I do.
Rita Lynn.
Another quick acknowledgement. We have someone important in the house. We owe it to him. He promoted us so much. Beside 91.5, we have Mr. Johnny Katz of Las Vegas Review Journal is in the house. Thank you so much for coming. And we appreciate all you do for promoting the Gambit and AE group. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Rita Lynn. Yeah. How about that, huh? Got another special guest coming up in a little bit. We're gonna do a few more songs for him before we hit that. And this next song we're gonna do actually continues a little bit of the disco theme. We did a song earlier called Elegant People. This one happens to be called River People. Watch out. that. We never played that before. I'm not sure we even played it before tonight.
We did.
Yeah, we worked on it. I'm just kidding.
That was kind of hard.
This next song is another Weather Report classic. We're going to move on to something called Palladium from one of the earlier records. Yeah, man. Oh, we're finally getting to your request. Yeah, man. See, there you go. See, good things come to those who wait. Yeah, no, next time we'll send out a request thing online, so what do y'all want to hear? We'll see what we can get around. Hopefully we're going to fulfill all of them tonight, but they have so many in the catalog that I can't really promise anything. But yeah, this next one is a classic for you. so much, everybody. By the way, wait, what a groovy drummer tonight, huh? You can't ask for more swag than this. Andres Montero, everybody. Yeah, man. From Costa Rica, yeah, that's right. Just finished his first year of grad school, something like that. Is that true? Yeah, that's impressive. It's farther than I got, let me tell you. We got one more before we're going to do before we bring up our special guest. The next special guest for the evening. Thanks for sticking around with us, guys. Everybody having a good time out there, by the way? Yeah, man. We really appreciate it. What's that? Well, everybody's a critic, Dad. Oh, you mean the song? Yeah, actually, no, you know what? Funny you should mention that. I think that's coming up. We're doing that one tonight, am I right? Teen Town? We're not? We might not be doing it.
No, we are doing it.
I guess it depends on the reception of it.
How many teams are?
I think there's a few teens out there, possibly. Yeah, so we're going to keep it moving now. This is from an album, one of my personal favorite Weather Report albums, called Night Passage. Yeah, and this song is called Port of Entry. And this one, I was gonna save this one to introduce you, but this is gonna be a massive bass feature for our esteemed gentleman holding down the bass chair, R.J. Reyes. So here we go, guys. Pick this one off for you. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Port of entry. That's right. RJ Ray is on the electric bass. Good Lord. You're in luck, everybody, because we're about to bring up the last special guest of the evening. I cannot say enough about this woman. She's extraordinarily talented. She's a virtuoso, in fact. I think has a great taste in everything she does, especially music and her repertoire and her selection. You can actually catch her every Saturday on 91.5 from 1 to 4 in the afternoon. Oh, I'm sorry, 12 to 4. And in fact, we really want to give a shout out to her and 91.5 for helping us promote the show. By the way, I should also mention that in conjunction with 91.5, I really definitely want to thank the A&E group, Sakto and Han, for helping us put on the show. I'm going to thank everybody again later, but I want to bring that up. But anyway, please, once you help me bring to the stage the amazing and fabulous and talented Ms. Steph Payne. We're honored to have with us in the building.
I left my microphone over there. I got so excited.
Thank you so much. You guys hanging in there with us? Give it up once again for the Weather Report Tribute Band. I've got a question. Is Chef Stu in the house? Chef Stu. Okay. How you doing, sir? Chef Stu is one of the ticket winners. He was listening to my show on 91.5 Saturday. And I gave away 3 pairs of tickets. Let's see, Marguerite, is Marguerite here? Hey, so she's another winner. And we have one more winner. Are you in the house? Are you in the house if you want a pair of tickets to the show? Anyway, I want to thank you guys for listening to 91.5 KUMB, the #1 jazz station, 2022. And if you listen, you can win tickets to shows like this. You get world-class musicians on stages like this in Vegas. Only in Las Vegas will you find this caliber of musicians and this type of music going on in intimate venues like this. I mean, these guys have been on major stages, still are, play with major people, and I'm just so blessed to be up here with you guys. So thank you for having me. And thank you to 91.5 for sponsoring shows like this and AE Group once again.
We're actually going to do something now that was written by Prince, performed by Shaka Khan. It's a little side note that actually Weather Report and Prince shared the same management for a while. the three Italian guys, Cavallo, Farinello, Ruffalo, something like that. I forget, without the notes, I don't know. But yeah, if you look at the end of the movie, Purple Rain, it's gonna say produced by these guys, and that was Weather Report's manager and booking agent too. I could actually, as a kind of a diehard Prince nerd, I could tell you that there's a lot of songs, especially from the albums 1999 and that era, where I could tell he specifically got them from Joe's opera. Like I think Weather Report's manager would say, hey, check this out, buddy, you gotta look at some of these sounds. And I could point out a lot of sounds Prince copped, man, for some of that stuff. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, but we're gonna go ahead and kick it off. I swear, man, I've been wanting to confess this for years to people, but that's it. So we're gonna do something now called I Feel For You.
Baby, when I look at you, I feel warm, feeling
Shout out to Juliana and Toy Dupre here from Dubai. She's singing at Delilah this weekend, you guys. I think I get to share a Friday night with her. I'm doing the early show. And I think she's late that night, yes? So you guys, if you can get to Delilah, check her out. She's in town. Thank you so much for coming, you guys. My girl Lunell couldn't make it tonight because she's on her way to a show in Buffalo, yes? Yes, so Juliana's here in her place, yes? Yes, she is. So check her out at Jimmy Kimmel's too on Sunday and Monday nights. But yeah, that was fun, you guys.
Well, you gonna do a little EDM with us, maybe?
Let's do some EDM.
This is something.
Let's do some EDM.
It's a little song I like by a DJ group called Disclosure. This is something called Latch, and we're gonna do a little, put a little Afro-Cuban vibe on it. much, Steph. Amazing as always. What a fight. How do you even follow that? Well, honestly, guys, we got maybe just a couple more for you. We're going to honor some requests here. It's all request portion of the show. That's right. Okay, now we're going to... Yeah, now we're going to take you to Teen Town, everybody. Oh, yeah. got one more for you. I really want to thank the AE group for having us, the Gambit Henderson for having us. As always, we can't do this without you guys. Thanks so much for believing us and, man, giving us something to do and strive for out here. I want to thank our special guests, Rita and Steph Payne. And Steph Payne of 91.5, I might add. Thanks everybody for coming out here and putting up with us all night. Andres Montero on the drums. RJ Ray is on the bass. Sergio Adame on percussion. Keller on the sax. Dave Siegel on keyboards. We love all he is. We got one more to do for you before we say goodnight. This is the #1 song from Weather Report, #1 on the pop charts. One of the only few instrumental pop songs that ever got to #1, by the way. This is called Birdland, a tribute to the famed club in New York City that's basically started the music bebop. So this is called Birdland. I believe I started. I'm waiting for you. next time. God bless.
Dave Siegel, keyboard. RJ Reyes. Andres Sergio.
Awesome.